Welcome back to the AMP Energy Juice 500 at Talladega. Make sure to go to NASCAR.com for all your latest NASCAR information. Right now, we've had 19 different leaders, 54 lead changes here at Talladega. We still have 77 laps to go, and a total of 29 cars on the lead lap. The first car, one lap down, is on the inside track there, the 11 of Denny Hamlin. And two cars are out of this race, Dave Blaney and Jeff Fuller. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who led 90 laps last week. Look out, this could be the battle.
Nice save, Jamie McMurray. Wow.
Jamie wrecked, he just didn't know it. I mean, that was a heck of a save. And we mentioned the fact that pit stops were coming, and here comes 5 cars in on this lap. So another round of green flag pit stops, and we just missed having the big one. So as Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads his 23rd lap, right behind him is Boyer, Harvick, Smith, and Menard. Let's go to Jamie.
And Kyle Busch taking 4 tires was the initial call. He said that's what he wants all day long. They took a tear off the windshield. These guys complaining about their sight. Let's go over to Dave.
Kurt Busch in the 2 car. He'll take 4 tires, full of Sunoco fuel, no changes at all. Sam Hornish on pit road as well in the 77.
So the first group of 5 cars now making their way back out, and they have to stay together. There's Kurt right behind his Penske teammate. Here comes another 7 cars heading for pit road. Dale Jr. stays out with a push from Clint Boyer. He'll lead another lap. Jamie.
Matt Kenseth making his way down pit road into his pit box. He says the car is just so slow. He's actually getting better when he pushes other manufacturers. He said, I just can't push our own right now. Wants a little more speed. I don't think they can do it here. The 99 of Carl Edwards is in. He's saying the same thing that the 17 is. They're trying to lock up and stay there to the end, but they tried it once, and it didn't turn out the way they had hoped.
So as they come back out, there is Carl Edwards. He did lead a couple of laps during one of our commercial breaks, and before we even got a chance to come back, he was passed. And right now getting back out on the track, Greg Biffle coming out as well. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and company. So we've got a few more cars getting ready to come in. There is Dale leading this pack. Jamie McMurray, Juan Pablo Montoya, Jeff Burton, Jimmy Johnson. A lot of cars coming in this group. Let's send it to Dr. Jerry Punch.
Chassis adjustment for Jeff Burton. Tear off on the windshield. Right side tires, now left side tires. They go all with 4 tires, and that means they can make it now on just one more stop. Dave.
48 of Jimmy Johnson is in right now. They're going to make a 2-tire stop. This time, wait on the fuel, and now go. That was a mistake they made on their first pit stop. Vince?
Denny Hamlin's crew, they made a late decision. They were going to take 4, and at the very last moment, they decided to take 2. So we'll see how it works out for the 11 of Hamlin.
So as they come back out, here comes another group of cars, including Clint Boyer, Paul Menard, Martin Truex Jr., David Rudiman. 17 of Matt Kenseth, 2 fast entering. Let's go to Jamie.
David Rudiman is in. Car is much better today than it was in practice. They adjusted that splitter. It has helped the way that he runs with other cars. 4 tire stop. Nope. They decided on right sides only, Doc.
4 tires for Kevin Harvick, and they're very emphatic. You've got to get it full of fuel. Very careful. No lug nut issues. Get it completely full of fuel. 4 tires, and he's away.
You see everybody else trying to work their way back out onto the track. 55 miles an hour is the speed limit. And again, it was a 17 of Matt Kenseth, 2 fast entering. He has served his drive-through. Here comes the pack right now. There's Jimmy Johnson with the 88 right tucked up underneath with Dale Earnhardt Jr. The 19 of Elliott Sadler. Group on the low line coming back out, trying to get back up to speed. Remember, with the restrictor plates, it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, about a lap at least to get yourself up to speed. That's why you can see these guys that have been back out there after their pit stops have a lot of momentum. Things get really dicey here whenever you're leading this. Guys trying to get in and be a part of the draft. They don't want to lose touch with that. Sometimes they'll make some moves that a little bit risky.
So right now, David Rudiman is your race leader. Marcus Ambrose, Clint Boyer, second and third. Truex, Johnson, they're duking it out for 4th position. And let's go back to that moment where, I mean, all three of us were holding our breath, and I think a lot of you were as well.
Yeah, this could have been a game changer, so to speak. You see Jeff Burton just gets in Jamie McMurray. That could have been big.
Great save by Jamie, and we are still under green. Here comes Jimmy Johnson. Remember, they were trying to keep him back, Harvick was, and it doesn't look like he's been able to do it. 48 took 2 tires on that stop.
Yeah, he had a lot of help from Dale Earnhardt Jr. to get to the point he is now. And now he's lost Junior, so I don't know if he's going to be able to lead this lap or not. Obviously not going to lead this one.
While all this is going on, I'll remind you, Denny Hamlin is still 1 lap down. He is 35th. There are 4 other cars in front of him that are also 1 lap down, so he has got some work to do to get back into the lucky dog position. Right now, Eric Almirola is our 20th different leader. We've had 58 lead changes. The one thing we haven't had, the big one, yet.
We didn't need to look at those wheels, did we, Richard? Tired of listening to your excuses, Richard. Damn it. Drive the car, man. Having your car as fast as it'll go. It's about 5 seconds to lose 7 spots. I mean, it'll take all night to pass everybody back. If you're going to make a mistake, you got to make little ones. Because you can't make rookie mistakes. Look like a bunch of buffoons. So tired of that cutting me off. I'm telling you, Gil, he's out of mulligan. I mean, he's done it to me. That's the 3rd time now.
The passion and the anger of Kevin Harvick. And Harvick right now getting a push from Paul Menard as he is trying to fight his way back to the front. Jimmy Johnson tried to lead a lap. He did not succeed. So one of Harvick's goals to deny Johnson those 5 bonus points has been met, but he's still frustrated. Listen in.
You pit like that, Gil. We can't try to help each other to a detriment. And that's exactly what happened right there. You got to pit with the pack. Everybody around us agreed to pit on that lap. They failed out into that corner. What I'm telling you is we got to pit with the pack.
Doc, you've got more?
Well, the whole scenario there was that Kevin wanted to come in when everybody else was pitting, and he thought the 31 and the 88 were going to run more and more lap. And that what he talked about was the 31 and the 88 of Earnhardt Jr. bailed and came down a lap early, and that really hurt him on that stop. He ran 1 more lap and pitted. So what he was telling his crew chief, we have got to pit with the pack.
All right, thanks, Doc. And right now you see Ryan Newman up front. He is at the tail end of the lead lap. In fact, he is 29th position, right in front of our race leader, Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, but bar getting in a wreck, Kevin Harvick's so good and this car is so fast. I'm not sure of a position he can get in that he can't recover from.
He has come from the back, the middle, and every time he's managed to get back up to the front. Right now, you saw Denny Hamlin streak through. He is in 34th position. There are 3 cars in front of him for the lucky dog position. There is Jimmy Johnson. He'd pretty much like that spot if they were on the same lap, but they're not, Dave Burns.
Well, Marty, and they, like you said, they came so close to leading a lap by virtue of their teammate, Dale Earnhardt Jr., pushing him through. And think of what happened. Junior had been running up front. He took on 4 tires. Jimmy had been running in the back. They took on 2, and they matched up pretty quickly when they got back to the track. But they did not get that lap led, and they'll try to see what they can do later. Interesting comments early in the race from crew chief Chad Knaus to spotter Earl Barbin. We're racing to win. Be cautious until that point. That's really the first time that Earl has had to call Jimmy through the pack, and he's going to have to do it again before the day's over.
All right, Dave, as you can see, there's Jimmy right behind Mark Martin, 3 wide with Martin Truex in the middle. Down low, the 99, Paul Menard, and right in front of Paul, that is Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin's got a fight on his hands to try to get in that spot to take that lucky dog should the caution come out. There are a lot of cars here trying to get that spot.
Waltrip, Bobby Labonte, Reagan. I mean, there's a passel of cars that he has got to fight for that position. There's Burton down low again. Up on the high side, Jamie McMurray.
Yeah, we've seen the 1 and the 42 work together and the 31 and the 17 work. Now they've switched partners to see what's going to happen.
I think Kyle Busch said it best. He says you can't pick your partner. You just got to go with the guy that is moving.
That's what you do. You know, that's all you can do is sit there and get yourself in a position, get somebody on your bumper that you know has a fast race car so you can go.
Well, as we get ready to complete lap number 125, let's let the engines roar and the drivers to amp it up.
You're clear, 77-17, still our help.
There you go, that's a run. That's what I'm talking about, no help.
He's on the bottom here. Coming inside 98, coming inside, middle of 3. Behind the 9 right there. To the 5. 5 to your bumper, 3 wide.
Just some of the action that goes on in just one lap here at Talladega Superspeedway. This time by, we'll have 62 laps to go, 22 leaders, 64 lead changes. And right now, Clint Boyer is shown out front of Jeff Burton, Juan Pablo Montoya, Jamie McMurray, Eric Almirola. Ryan Newman doing all he can to try and stay on the tail end of the lead lap here at the AMP Energy Juice 500 at Talladega.